about all of my different piercings and tattoos. I get a decent amount of questions about my tattoos and piercings on Instagram and Snapchat, especially recently because I've been getting a bunch of piercings and I just got a new tattoo on my arm, which you will see in a few minutes. Let's do it. Okay, so I'm gonna start with piercings. I'm gonna go in order that I got them, and after I show you the ones I currently have, I will talk about the ones I previously had. So first of all, I got lobe piercings. I have 3 lobe piercings on each ear. I got my first lobe piercings done when I was 6, my second ones when I was 12, and then I got the third ones like last year, so I was 18. Lobe piercings, if you've never had them, they are not that painful. I would just say it like stings for a few seconds. Next, I got a cartilage piercing. You may notice that this ear is red. I got this cartilage piercing also when I was 12, and I got it done with a gun. If you haven't heard this before, do not get your cartilage pierced with a gun. It's not recommended. Piercing guns can shatter your cartilage, and even if they don't shatter your cartilage, like I just feel like cartilage piercings done with guns don't heal very well and they are painful. This one just still gives me a lot of trouble, and I've had it for like 7 years. I don't sleep with this jewelry in because it like stabs into my head. So 3 out of 5 for aesthetic and 0 out of 5 for comfort. Then I got a conch piercing on my left ear. It's this center one. So the conch piercing I got when I was 13, and that was like my first like real piercing in a real piercing shop with a needle. It was a pretty painful piercing. Like if you pinch this part of your ear, that's thick. It also took longer to heal, and I actually got a bump on it when it was healing, so that took a long time to go away. But it healed, and it is now my favorite piercing. Then again on my right ear, I got a tragus piercing. So the tragus I got a few years ago, and I really like the piercing. I just got the jewelry changed from like a straight barbell to a ring, so I'm really happy with that. Also a painful piercing. I think the girl who did it was kind of aggressive. And my most recent piercing is a forward helix. That one I just got like 3 weeks ago maybe, and that was the most horrifying, painful experience ever. It was bleeding for several minutes, and every time I cleaned it for like a week after it bled, it was horrible, and I do like that piercing. It gets hit a lot by stuff, and when I put my hair behind my ear, I inadvertently sabotage it. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about some of the past piercings I've had. I had my belly button pierced. I got that done when I was 13 after much begging. I had that for about like 5 years. I ended up having to take it out because it migrated. The piercing basically was slowly working its way out of my body, and I took it out before it could just show itself out, basically. I for sure have a belly button scar, especially because it was migrating out. So I did have my nose pierced. I'm gonna put a Snapchat of that in now. I was really indecisive about if I liked it or not, and so I just ended up taking it out after like not that long. As for a scar on the nose, I honestly don't even know which side I got it pierced on, so. Then I got the labret piercing, and that is the center lip piercing, just like right here. I really liked this piercing. I thought it was such a cute, edgy look. I got a really small bead, so it wasn't like insane, to me at least. But it got horrifically infected. Basically, I was traveling a lot, like successively, and I have some other theories as to why that lip piercing went south. But I ended up getting it removed in an emergency room in Long Island when it was so infected that I was scared. So now I do not have the labret piercing anymore. There's not a scar. I'm wearing makeup, so you probably can't see, but I also had my tongue pierced briefly. I am not shitting you. I wanted a tongue piercing since I was like 11 years old. I was begging my parents for a tongue piercing when I was like 11. Sorry, mom and dad. To be totally honest, I think the reason it was so appealing to me is because I'm a really anxious person, and I like to bite stuff and like have stuff in my mouth.
That's what she said.
I liked it, but I ended up taking that one out as well not long after I got it. I didn't have any problems with it. It wasn't a hard healing process. It wasn't a painful piercing, but I just decided I didn't want to have a foreign object impairing the dexterity of my tongue. If I were to get any of the past piercings redone, I think it would be the nose right now. All right, let's talk about tattoos. So I only have 2 tattoos, and both of them are small, but I plan to get a lot more in the future, so I'll for sure be updating this little collection. My first tattoo I got on my foot. It is a very small sun. I will put a picture here. I really like the placement because you can see it when I'm wearing heels. I got the sun because I'm a sunshine enthusiast, and so that I would feel like I had some light always with me. I think that tattoo cost me $60. It took just a few minutes to do. And it wasn't really painful. Tattoos to me feel like a really intense cat scratch, like, but I kind of like the way it feels getting a tattoo done. I think because it's like creating art on your body, I don't mind the pain at all. It feels kind of good. And my second tattoo, my brand new one, is on my wrist. It is a really small script tattoo. It runs sideways with my wrist. Here's what it looks like kind of from a distance on my arm. Here it is up close. So it says Child of Joy, and it is written in my mother's handwriting. My mom is one of my best friends. She is one of my inspirations. So Child of Joy. My middle name is Joy, so my name is Louisa Joy. My mom felt a strong premonition when she was pregnant with me and when I was a baby and toddler that I would carry the virtue of joy with me throughout my life. She's always called me her child of joy and not only recognized that trait in me, but helped me to cultivate it in myself as well. I don't think she could have given me a name that suits me better than my name does, and I don't think that anybody could be a more wonderful mom than she is to me. So I have her handwriting right in the middle of everything. Like, I can see it all the time. She has gorgeous handwriting. It just looks very elegant and pretty. I love both of my tattoos. I am so happy that I got them. I instantly felt after getting them that they belonged where they were. Sorry about traffic noises. I live in a densely populated area. Apparently I can't get any goddamn peace and quiet. So those are all of my tattoos and piercings. I don't think you'll ever see me wear a high pony in a video again. I am just saying. So thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already because it really helps the channel. And I will hit you back with an update video after I get tatted a few more times. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the flippity flop.